Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to this inaugural attempt at a simultaneous critique or commentary in the style of Mystery Science 3000, in the style of Hassan Maka. Anyway, I can't think of his name right now, but I am going to try to do a split screen and do this whole thing live in one take and provide my commentary. I may cut in and out as far as my words, but it's interesting to go back and look at some of the old videos just to see where I've come, what I've learned, because those videos are distant history that nobody really remembers, I don't think, because this one is the first one that I'm showing here is 6 years old. So, and this is January 2016, so it's not quite 6 years old. So I'm just gonna play it and I'll play it simultaneously and we'll watch it together and I'll do my commentary. Bear in mind, this is almost 6 years old. And one other thing I wanted to say was a lot of these flowers or these plants that are in my video here, there are a lot of them. Back then they were readily available. Now they're not so much so. So that's why my attitude towards orchids has changed a lot to more like conservation than just risk, you know, like trial and error, just because that's wasteful and that's one less trichopilia. So here we go.
January 3rd, actually 2nd, and it's a very cloudy day. Chilly outside, but
hope you're hearing this okay.
So I can't complain about that. And I thought I'd do a little update in my greenhouse. It's been a little while. It's not much going on, but I thought I'd show you a little bit of what's going on in January 2016. First off, I will start off with a recent acquisition, which has been on my wish list for a while. I did have one when I first started growing orchids and just did not provide the conditions for them. This is a Trichopilia suavis. Right now I can smell it throughout the greenhouse. It's very, very sweet.
Man, I miss trichopilias. I do have one now, but it's really just a trial. Suavis is the one that I want. It is so fragrant, beautiful, like tissue paper, the way that it unwraps. I've struggled with it so much. I just don't have, it's like a citrina to me, although this is a little bit more easier than growing those eucalyptus is what I'm trying to say, citrina, or yeah, citrina. But still, in my hot summer, they just die. But if you can find one, go for it. I saw not Rez. Was it Rez? Maybe it was Rez. No, it wasn't Rez. But anyway, it was Sunshine Lady. She got one. Beautiful. Anyway, I'll quit rambling and wipe this fuzz off my face.
Like a candy sweet, very deep flavor, fragrance. Almost too sweet, but it's palatable. Flowers are not quite yet open, although on this one flower right over here, it looks like a slug or something has been nibbling on it, so I gotta get out some slug bait for that. But they open very slowly, and they started out as a pure white flower, and as soon as they started to open, the tips of the petals started to open, you can start to see the flushes of the yellow in the throat and the spotted lip. Some have spots on the petals as well. This one doesn't seem to be that way. This does require a lot more cooler conditions on the range of intermediate to cool. So I will try to provide those conditions. I have kind of over the years found out that in this sort of general area where this is growing, this tends to be a little bit of a microclimate.
You can look at those plants. I don't have any one of them. Look at that. You see that right there? You can see that. You see it, don't you? It's rotting. It's dying right before my eyes.
Loving plants in here. My Chinese African plants. Okay, anyway, moving on along. Right above here is another recent acquisition. This is my Encyclia Maria. And for the same reason that I resisted getting a Trichopilia is...
That's not so
the same
true.
reason for this
These are
plant
more warm
is
tolerant, so
more cooler.
they just want a drop in temperature. That's what it is, from day to night. That's what it is.
Well, cooler
And high humidity.
around, honestly, cooler on the intermediate side. Actually, it is no longer Encyclia. I think it's Uchile. I don't know how to say it. I'm probably butchering it. But you know, they are known for their glaucous, bluish tinted pseudobulbs. There is supposed to be a fragrance on it. I have not yet seen one yet, or smelled one yet. Here again, a nice pretty flower. It is a pendant, sort of hanging Encyclia or Uchale or whatever. What else? I'll kind of skip this plant that's been in bloom for quite some time.
I think I gave that away.
Right below here is a Dendrobium. It's a Laturia hybrid. It's still in bud. I think this is one of the silver wing hybrids. Actually, this is fire wing. Here is a Paphiopila that is a bud. Here.
I missed that one.
This is some form of a super
It was contrast, magical contrast. So dark and silvery.
Actually, it says
Boy, I'm an amateur on this video. You can tell.
it says macabre contrast.
Yeah, macabre
I
contrast.
believe it's a very
Beautiful.
dark variety of it.
I missed that. I could get another one of that. Good. Those. Nice.
Okay.
Okay. I'll just keep going.
This path is still in bloom. It's been in bloom for some time. It's a hybrid of Feriana. Gosh, I'm butchering these names today. Let me do a little update on these plants over here. With the exception of this plant, this mount, I mounted these little miniature angry cords to. Let me just remove this. Anyway.
I'm so proud of that. That's,
Okay,
it's gone now.
miniature angry cords. Actually, I didn't mount
Died
this
when it
one
got cold.
until recently. This is actually Arangus Mastocidii. This one up here has been mounted since midsummer. This is Aranthes grandiflora. You can see there is new leaf coming out, so that's doing pretty well. And this one right down here, which is Arangus hyaloides, it's in spike. So good deal. I have not removed the pantyhose that I mounted them to this branch, which is my angel's trumpet. I did mount also a cattleya on here, but it just seems to be there. So we'll see. I did lose one down here, but the other ones seem to be doing okay
Not there anymore.
so far. Alright. Oh, need to make sure that I mention this. This is my
And this one.
Phalaenopsis gigantea. It's times Marii. Actually, it is in bud right now. As you can see, the tips of these are spikes that have been on.
Now you can see this.
Sure that I mentioned this. This is my hybrid Phalaenopsis strike.
I think how well it is spiking. How many spikes?
Plant for probably 2 years, 2 or 3 years at least. They were on there when I got the plant. And you can see how they have elongated.
Alright, man, just watching this.
And buds have formed on all of the spikes, which is a good thing. Again, this is in a warm conditions situation. It does get a lot of light. More shade in the summer, but in the winter it's under full sun. My Jamelia comarensis is still in bud here. Making sure I provide that with plenty of water. It does like to be watered frequently.
They do.
And here, I noticed today my little hybrids that I've had all summer are doing really well.
I think I have one of those left.
He's also on the
No, I don't have any of those.
site.
So bad.
A lot of.
I didn't even know who the guy was, I don't think. Alan Black? I don't think so. Because I'm just saying the guy. I don't know. He's the guy.
Really co-breeding with Brassivola. And anyway, I purchased some seedlings from him this year, and they all seem to be doing really well. Really, the roots are looking.
I wish I had them.
Some of them even have new growths coming on there.
And you can't get them, of course. When I met Alan Black, he told me that he does all of his flasking, deflasking, hybridization in his kitchen. And everything. It's amazing at his kitchen table. Amazing. So that's why it's boutique orchid hobby hybridization at its finest. And that's the way it should be. When it's gone, it's gone.
So I'm pretty pleased with this.
I was.
I got these over the summer, so
Look how small those are.
pretty good.
6 years ago. Well, almost.
Let's see what else over here. This is
My favorite.
Dendrobium. This is Dendrobium
Not my
Alexandria.
favorite, but you know,
One of my dry
Alexandria.
favorites. In blue.
Love that book.
It does have a fragrance at some points during the day. I'm not smelling it right now. It is very slight. I have a Masdevallia down here. This is Masdevallia floribunda.
Don't have that anymore. No Masdevallia. I think after this video, all the leaves fell off.
It's in bud. I recently just got this. It wasn't bud when I got it. I am very happy to see the leaves still on the plant. Masdevallias are now
Watch.
dropping
Wait
its
for
leaves
it.
when there's a change in
Wait.
environment. Hopefully I haven't jinxed it by saying that.
Embarrassing.
I did get another one here. This is Scaprolinguus. And actually, as I'm looking down on the ground, I'm seeing a leaf down there. So hopefully that's the only one with this plant.
No.
I really don't see any on this one. Right next to this is my Curriculum Sodale. It's a double spike. But it's still on. It's been like this since November. So very slow grower. Slow grower.
That's the one I just threw out.
A lot of my plants are in dormancy, as is just the season.
Well, I put them in dormancy because it's wintertime. You can look at that temperature there and see it's below 50 degrees.
Arachnites here with the long spikes.
Or it's
that have
50
keys on
degrees.
them. I didn't
And I
notice
gave one of those to
another
Maria Young. I wish I could
that
get
is forming
one.
at the tip of
Maybe
an
she's
old, very old
got,
spike.
I don't think this it survived.
More growth.
Because she had a hurricane right after I sent it
So
to her.
that's always a good sign.
And I think it blew
Never
away.
cut these spikes as long as they stay green and viable.
I missed that plant. That plant was
They will
so
reward you
good.
someday.
Bloomed every year, all year.
Wow, I'm smelling that Trichopilia. Just went right past it. This is Trichopilia. 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 This is Tri me see here. Right here, I have my Barkeria Lindleyana mixing bloom, green flower. It's actually got 2 spikes. There's another spike. Maybe this is better.
Much better. Try it.
This is a
Go.
sun-loving plant. Does like it a little bit drier in the winter. Yeah, I have it mounted, and that is more or less misting the roots primarily. I'm not really dumping it in the winter time.
Look at that.
Like
You see that
more intermediate situation.
trichocentrum to the right? That is that's how long I've been trying to grow. That
The last thing I want to show you is
I can't even think of the
here's
names.
my Monniera Millennium Magic, still in spike, taking its time.
You see how that
Overall,
is?
The plant in general.
That is the end of the beginning and the end of catasetums for me.
Which is good. Also, here is my green apples, my dendrobium green apples, which is a Lacturia hybrid in bud. And over here to the right of me, I have this humongous dendrobium. It's a Dornishi. It has been showing this every month. It's doing something. Right now, it's putting off new growths. Here's the newest growth. There's one that's coming, and there's another one down there.
My favorite.
And it's got some flowers placed on it.
Yay.
And these are actually off of the old canes from last year. So this one does bloom off of old canes.
Yay, look at that. Love it.
Very happy. This is definitely one of my most coveted plants because it comprises of 2 of my
Another one coming.
coveted species of orchid. Well, yeah, species orchids in general. It's Dendrobium spectabile and Dendrobium alexandrii. Alexandria I showed you already over there. And I have several spectabile which have not bloomed yet, but I'm just trying to have a mix of the 2 that's doing very well and is very vigorous, as you can see. Nothing else is really going on over here. I hope that this Ingricum would be blooming by now, as
Would have been nice.
they do. This is Forward White Beauty. But it looks like it has stalled for the season.
I did have it.
Grow well, so I am looking forward to better things next year. My Solagene cristata, still looking for the spikes, if
What
any,
a waste.
but still.
That's the one I still have,
okay.
folks. You saw it.
Not struggling.
Same basket. I think I just threw it away. 5 years.
That's pretty much it, everybody.
Struggling.
Hope you enjoyed this video.
Look.
Hope you have had a Merry Christmas.
Did you all enjoy that?
Happy New Year.
I did.
Enjoy your orchids.
Oh.
I did forget to mention
One
that
more.
my Maxillarius Shikiana just put out a flower. Look at that. I could not resist.
And I just got that. So,